Hey everyone, it's Justin again, and today let's dive in deeper with this OnePlus Nord 3 5G. I find this phone interesting kasi para siyang yung Oppo Reno series na almost flagship level na yung specs and features but falls under 30,000 pesos. To recap, this premium mid-range device packs a 120Hz AMOLED display, a 50-megapixel main camera, a super fast 80 watts charging, and a 5G-ready MediaTek Dimensity 9000. Gumawa na kami last time ng unboxing and first impressions video of this phone wherein we also talked more about its build and design. So if you guys wanna check that out, we'll put the link sa description box. Other than that, let's get into it. On closer look, this OnePlus Nord 3 5G has a lot of similarities to the OnePlus Ace 2V in China. Besides the resemblance in design, it also got a large 6.74-inch AMOLED panel with a 120Hz refresh rate, 1.5K Super Retina resolution, 1450 nits brightness, and HDR10+ support. Kita nyo naman manipis din lahat ng bezels niya at 1.46mm, giving us that full screen experience. Tapos hindi naman nakaka-distract yung punch hole camera notch niya sa taas. The screen is protected with Gorilla Glass 5 and a pre-installed screen protector. On top of that, this is also IP54 dust and water resistant, so okay lang yung mga konting ulan. My only worry here is medyo madali siyang magasgasan, so it's best to put a casing on. Quality-wise, the display can get very bright, so walang problema pag ginagamit siya under direct sunlight. The colors look sharp and vivid, and since we get an AMOLED panel, the blacks look deep and inky too. It's very good to use for casual scrolling and streaming videos, lalo na that okay din yung sound quality niya. We get a dual stereo speaker setup with high-res audio and Dolby Atmos support. Solid yung sound niya. Although the bass is a bit lacking, the highs and mids often sound full without being distorted at max volume. Meron pa nga siyang konting sound vibration minsan. Another thing you can find on this display is its fingerprint scanner. As expected, it's fast and reliable, but damn, mas mabilis yung face unlock niya, grabe. I had to shut my eyes while shooting this para lang matest yung fingerprint scanner niya. Moving on, for buttons and ports, located on the left side is its volume rocker. Then on the right are your power button and an alert slider, which is finally convenient to find in the Nord series. Up top are the microphone, IR blaster, and a lone speaker grill. Tapos sa baba naman are your main loudspeakers, USB Type-C port, main microphone, and a dual SIM tray. If you guys are wondering, there's no room for a micro SD card here. Pero yung variant naman na magiging available locally has 256GB of internal storage. And that's more than enough. Now let's talk about cameras. Its main shooters at the back are composed of a 50-megapixel f1.9 Sony IMX890 with OIS main cam, paired with an 8-megapixel f2.3 ultra-wide angle, and a 2-megapixel f2.4 macro. We would have liked it better if they integrated the macro shooter on the ultra-wide camera instead. I mean, they could have used a higher-end ultra-wide shooter for a 27K range pataas. Kasi nauuso na yung balancing camera setups like the 50-megapixel plus 54-megapixel ng Honor 70 and the 50-megapixel plus 50-megapixel ng Nothing Phone 1. Anyways, that's something to consider next time. The camera app includes features such as Portrait, Night, Pro, Extra HD, Pano, Macro, Movie, Slow-Mo, Time-Lapse, and Dual View. Checking out its quality, photos under daylight conditions look great and sharp. Gusto ko yung HDR niya na madalas mukhang natural lang. Although sometimes its process on greens can seem boosted, but that's just me nitpicking. I'm sure you'll enjoy using its rear cameras for outdoor use. For indoor shots, the sharpness is still there, but they seem more saturated. Then if we use the ultra-wide mode naman, they're alright. Yung colors niya look cooler compared to when we used the standard mode, and may somehow fisheye effect siya. Nonetheless, it's still a lot usable. Zooming in, naturally you can zoom from 2 times, 5 times, 10 times, and up to 20 times. By 10 times, medyo grainy na yung photos but still highly visible yung mga details. Then by 20 times, may pagka-faded na but still a bit clear. So if you want more details, then we suggest using the Extra HD mode. With this, the colors look clear and of course, the extra attributes are there. Now when we use the portrait mode, solid siya when you have a clear subject. The bokeh effect looks clean and professional. This, however, is situational, so there are times that it can still miss small details. So talk about selfies, on its notch area is a 16-megapixel f2.0 wide shooter that can take bright and natural-looking photos. It works nicely with skin tones, especially in well-lit conditions, and it does have a wider range. I like using it. As for videos, you can shoot up to 4K at 60 frames per second with the rear camera. The quality is as good as the photos but has noticeable shake, so better keep a steady hand. There is an ultra steady mode that's limited to 1080p quality and steady naman yung stabilization niya. Heading over to performance, inside is a 3.5 GHz 4nm Dimensity 9000 octa-core processor with a Mali G710 MP10 GPU. This is MediaTek's flagship chip last year that's still super fast today. This chip is paired with 16GB RAM with RAM MediaTek that allows users to open apps instantly and run up to 44 apps in the background, 4GB to 12GB of virtual RAM, and 256GB of internal storage. You can adjust this in the settings, by the way. As expected, we get a smooth experience on this device. No problem yung mga casual browsing through social media, multiple calls, streaming videos, and even playing heavy games at medium settings. Umiinit nga lang siya ng konti pag matagal ka nang naglalaro or continuously na ginagamit with mobile data. Pero thankfully, hindi naman to an alarming hot level kasi this phone includes a large VC advanced cooling system. Now, when we ran it through our usual benchmark apps, here are the results we got. Connectivity-wise, the Nord 3 is ready with Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.3, OTG, NFC, GPS, dual SIM, 4G LTE, and of course, 5G. Trying it with speed test, it clocked 60.6 Mbps download speed and 27 Mbps upload speed. So it's very much capable. Pagdating naman sa battery niya, we get a fairly large 5,000 mAh capacity with support for 80 watts SUPERVOOC fast charging. According to OnePlus, this will allow the phone to be fully charged from 0 to 100% in just 30 minutes. And in our experience, it is so true. 30 minutes lang and good to go ka na as long as you use the included 80 watts wired charger. We tried it with PC Mark's battery test with the 120Hz refresh rate turned on, and the phone got 15 hours and 16 minutes. Generally, this phone can last you almost a full day kung di mo to laging gamit. But if you like gaming or constantly using your phone for social media, then you will need to charge it one more time in a day. Of course, this won't be a problem naman with its fast charging capabilities. Going further, it's running on OxygenOS 13.1 that's based on Android 13. Visually, as we've said before, it still has that OnePlus stock look that's loaded with Google apps but kind of integrated in with Oppo's ColorOS style with a few bloatware and more customization options. I'm getting the hang of it by now. Before we conclude this video, here's a list of its pros and cons. You know the drill, pause nyo na lang if you need more time. If you stuck with us till this part of the video, then kita nyo naman that this OnePlus Nord 3 5G ticks a lot of boxes na solid for its official price of 29,990 pesos. The price isn't that affordable, but we can say that you get more than what you pay for with this one. It's well built, got that stunning display, 80 watts fast charging, dual stereo speakers, reliable performance, and flagship grade main camera. We are sold! I just recommend investing in a nice case kasi ang smudge magnet niya and I wouldn't want to have scratches on its glass back. And yeah, there you have it guys. Thank you for watching this review. We hope it helped. If you're into gadget reviews and updates, please do subscribe to our channel for more. Again, this is Justin and I'll see you next time.